Evelyn to Philip, March 6, 1945. Dearest hubby, happy birthday. I wonder if you felt as I did all day long. I had an awful case of the blues and I still have it. I was going to write a lengthy letter and decided in favor of this, so I wouldn't have to say too much. I haven't had any mail since Friday, and since you mentioned that you might go on furlough, I suppose I won't have any for a while. It rained all day long, and I was kept busy every moment. Dot gave me Snuff's new address to forward to you, and here 'tis. Private Irvin Cohen, 33,815,176, CE, Post Office Box 1663, Santa Fe, New Mexico, just in case you decide to write. I informed your daughter that today was your birthday, just in case you are wondering about it. She told everyone that today was Daddy's birthday. Your daughter is very devilish these days and a bit fresh. The other day I said to her that I wanted to take her out, and she said, "Go out by yourself, Mommy. I want to write on my blackboard." Adele likes to imitate the picture of the baby hanging above her crib by throwing her arms over her head and showing how the baby sleeps. She so likes to imitate the dancing girl and frequently points to the picture of you and me on the chifforobe and exclaims, "That's Mommy and Daddy." One has to be very, very careful what he says in her presence, for she's very alert and catches every little word. This morning, for instance, my mother was telling me how Adele hides very quietly, and my mother is frantic till she finds her. My mother said, "She's smarter than you are." Adele very cutely said, "I'm smarter than you are, Mommy." Such are the remarks of your youngster, sweet. The pumpkin finally broke her fast and decided it was about time she ate some solid food for breakfast. It was a pleasure to feed her this morning. I really do not feed her except if it is soup or whatever I happen to be giving her is a bit too warm. Most of the time she eats by herself. Eddie mailed off the other package she had ready, the one with the 5x7 picture of Adele enclosed today. That's the second package she has mailed. He was unable to include the large chocolate bars as they weighed too much, so I am saving them for my next package. I'm going to try to get hold of some chocolate chips so that I can make you another batch of cookies. Just consider what it would be like to have 31 kisses from yours very lovingly and 31 from your ever-loving daughter, baby. We miss you so very much. Thanks so much for being such a loving hubby and daddy. We are both very, very lucky to have you, and we certainly wish we will actually have you in the very near future. This is getting very, very, so I guess you won't mind if I tell you once more that I adore you very much. Your Ev. Philip to Evelyn, 6th March, 1945. Darling Chippy, today, I guess you know, marks another milestone for me. I can hardly believe that I'm 30 years old today. It seems only yesterday that I was 19 and going out on my first date. Believe it or not, I don't feel any older right now than I did then. But I do wish I were in a position to prove it, if and you know what I mean. Incidentally, Chippy, your birthday present is on the way, so don't think I've neglected you if it's a few days late reaching you. While I was ordering it at the PX, a very attractive doll in the catalog caught my eye, and I ordered it for Adele. Her name is Betty Jane, and I hope the pumpkin takes to her. My birthday was the typical routine day, so there's nothing interesting or new to report, unless it might be the fact that we actually had nice sunny weather, which in case you haven't noticed is quite a novelty in these parts. Your V-mails are coming through with the regularity of clockwork. I hope you are getting mine just as regularly, sweet. It was dated 25 February, and since you didn't write on the 24th, I presume that you wrote a regular letter on the 23rd. I hope. Was delighted to read that you had more pictures taken of the pumpkin. I can hardly wait to see them. Come on, something. But I do wish you'll consider my wishes a little more in the future, baby, and take a few pictures of yourself whenever you get an opportunity, like you had both times you had Adele photographed. Since when did you get backward about being photographed? I'm deeply disappointed at your indifference in this matter, Chippy, and you can console me only by doing as I ask. Will you, honey? It's time to hit the hay now, sweet, and time to keep our date. I love you so much, Ev. Kiss Adele for her adoring dad. Your Phil. P.S. Love to all.